Hello, everyone, and welcome to. Okay, we're good. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nerdy Movie News Roundup, the show where we round up all of the latest news in the world of movies, the news of the past week. It's generally what we do. Um, Hold up, just doing some like organizing stuff over here. Don't worry about it. Probably should have done this beforehand before I started the show, but who cares? You definitely don't care. You definitely don't. Okay. Yeah. So we're just gonna jump into our first story. Peacemaker. It's a show. It's happening. You know. Are people going to be excited for this? I'm honestly not sure because like the Suicide Squad, it already didn't do all that great at the box office. Did it do enough business on HBO Max like to say like, oh no, Suicide Squad, it's the biggest thing in the world? Probably not, if we're being honest with ourselves. I really liked it, by the way. The movie, and so yeah, like this is just a show that's kind of confusing me a bit as far as to what the response to it is going to be because just because the movie, it didn't set the world on fire. That being said, they did release like the first footage of it. Now, this was like in an HBO Max montage thing, where there were a bunch of other shows, but then a Peacemaker was included, and yeah, it looks fine. I guess we still don't have like much of a we don't really know what the show is about, like what the thrust of the show is going to be. It just was kind of him interacting with some of like the people that were in the office with Amanda Waller that are also going to be in the show. There was a bit where he bent over and he shot between his legs. That was funny, ha ha ha. But yeah, other than that, I'm still just kind of I'm optimistic about the fact that I'm gonna like the show. I'm just not sure how it's gonna resonate with people. But yeah, I believe it's all directed by James Gunn, anyways. So, I mean, that's still pretty exciting. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the footage, and what your thoughts are on the show generally. Okay, so we have one more teaser to talk about, and that's for Hitmonkey. Now, this I was reading, and it's apparently this is like the last remnant of Marvel television before Kevin Feige took over everything. So there was a guy, Jeff Loeb, who was in charge of Marvel Television. And those are like all the TV shows that aren't necessarily a part of the MCU, shows like The Runaways, shows like Cloak and Dagger, stuff like that. And like the last remnants of that was that MODOK show that came out a while back and Hitmonkey. And I'll just say this, the trailer or the teaser, it's good. It's okay. It looks interesting. I mean, just the fact, just like a hit monkey, like a hitman who's a monkey. That just sounds interesting. And the trailer, you watch the trailer and it certainly is that. It's a hit monkey. That being said, I don't know, just something about it didn't necessarily grab me as much as I would have liked it to. And the other thing is that this is very likely not going to go past one season. And maybe they treat it like a limited series and it'll be great just on its own. But the fact that I know for a fact that this is just going to be one season, and I guess I don't know that for a fact, but I would be surprised if they continue more after this. It kind of leaves me a bit like, I don't know if it's worth going in on. But I don't know. Maybe it'll come out and maybe like people will be going like, oh my god, Hitmonkey, it's amazing. Kind of like what they did with Invincible. And the word of mouth kind of spreads and it just becomes this like must-watch show. Maybe that'll happen, but as of right now, I'm a bit cold on it. We'll see. Okay, but for now, let's move on to our first story. Fantastic Beasts 3, the third one. Those movies that kind of just came out. There's a third one coming out, and we have a title and we have a release date. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Warner Brothers is charting an earlier return to the world of J.K. Rowling. The newly titled Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore will open globally on April 15th, 2022, moving up 3 months from its previous July 15th date. So I mean, yeah, I mean that's it's good for Harry Potter fans. Like the movie moved up, which is that's always a good sign, you know. And the secrets of Dumbledore. Dumbledore, he's got secrets. Has they have they revealed that he's gay yet? I don't know. Is that the secret? Probably not. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not much of a Potterhead. I've never really watched Harry Potter, and um I've never had much of a desire to. Like it's always one of those franchises that I look at and I'm just like, I feel like that's not that. I feel like Harry Potter isn't that good. Like I just feel that way, and maybe that's undeserved. Maybe I'll watch it and think it's amazing, but it's just one of those things that you look at and I'm like, that's definitely not as good as people say it is. um, but yeah, there's that, and there's also like okay, so so ever since the whole like J.K. Rowling like turf stuff was happening, I was like, you know what? I've never watched Harry Potter. I've never had any desire to watch Harry Potter, and all of her turf shenanigans it was just kind of like the nail in the coffin where I was like, okay, I I've never seen Harry Potter. I've never wanted to watch Harry Potter. I've survived my life not having seen Harry Potter. I don't think I have to watch Harry Potter. And to be clear, I'm not saying that you're like a bad person if you watch it or if you enjoy Harry Potter. I definitely, this is like, I don't live this I don't consume this principally in virtually any other instance of of my life. This is the one time